Davis here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Badgers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers offense will be first on the attack. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story. These teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect...
Turning it on! Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Nebraska! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So Wisconsin's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. Smith dropping to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one now. Work with this 7-0 lead. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas things they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start this drive firing. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Husker! Stealing a score on special teams. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Smith wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes you got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
Got it in the middle. It's LeBoy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for second down. They go to the ground. Got a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the direct snap, it's Shabera. Breaks the tackle. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Stevens. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mills. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
We've reached the break as Nebraska holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. After the break, they'll go back to work. Handoff to the single running back. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
just going to chew up the ground yards, just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself. Do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Touré. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Smith wants to throw. Here's the pressure. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Badgers are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Badgers will punt this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, throw the records out the window and Baylor and TCU fight to the finish. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Caught near the sticks. It's Bowie. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Badgers can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's LeBoy. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught in the backfield, it's Stevens. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Pocket breaking down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. That's caught. It's Mills. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Mills. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Mills. And he's still running after the move. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get...
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Smith dropping to pass. Rushes on him. Looking for a big gain. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Hauls it in. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They feed him again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against him a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Smith wants to throw. Sets up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ncaa. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Stevens. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, they're after him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go.
Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. At the 40, there he goes. That could be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll do it himself. Trying to take it back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Makes the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here on 3rd down for this offense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Smith dropping to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Catch in the middle, it's Bowie. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Let's go. Smith wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Ncaa. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The run to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Off play action. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Finds the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Now, what a great great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Offense set on first down. Smith dropping to pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down and 10. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's...
And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
At the 37-yard line. And first down for the offense.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.